It's so important to step out of your daily routine and to break the pattern. I call it a pattern interrupt. And I just had a massive pattern interrupt. And we can do them on small levels and we can do them on large levels. And lately, with all the challenges of getting my mother ready to move into a new living situation, dealing with the hoarding that she's lived with for so long, dealing with emptying out a house that she's been in for 60 years, I just got into this really microcosm bubble of my life and my past and my childhood and all the family dysfunction. And so I had a very large pattern interrupt where I stepped out of my life for about a week, and I went to England and I saw some friends, and I went to this amazing gathering on the hill where the women gather, and I got to be in ceremony, personal, private, and with the entire group. We sang, we did cacao ceremony, we ate great food, had great conversation. And the power of that interrupt is sometimes we just need a little pattern interrupt. Like it's like, oh, I just need to give up caffeine for a couple days and I'm good. Or I just need to switch the channel and listen to something different. Like those are small little pattern interrupts. But I was so entrenched in some of these bigger patterns that I needed a really big one. And so this morning I am back home. And I chose to come home early and give myself an actual day. I've never done that. Give myself a whole day to just ease my way back into my life and not jump back into seeing clients and taking care of my mom. And I was going to, within less than 24 hours, step into the move. That was the original plan, but I'm like, I can't do that. And so this pattern interrupt has given me breath. It's given me space to integrate the changes, to integrate the awarenesses that happened over the weekend, to grieve and cry and let go of the things that have been keeping me stuck. So, beloved, what's your pattern interrupt? What is it that you need to interrupt? And is it a small thing that you can do easily? Or are you so entrenched that you need to do it on a bigger scale and you need to go away for a half a day, for a whole day, for a weekend? Maybe there's an art course. Maybe there's a meditation retreat. Maybe there's a scuba diving expedition. Woohoo! Those are great pattern interrupts for me. Maybe it's just going for a walk and just stepping aside. One thing I loved about our time in ceremony and at the gathering was there was a lot of farming community and there was a lot of machinery going on. There was harvesting happening, and I don't know what they were doing, plowing the fields, cutting the grass. There were mowers going, but in the midst of this incredible teepee, we're literally in this massive teepee with all these women. There's machines going around us, and this sense of, like, some people are like, oh, I just want that to go away and be in our peace and solitude. But what I loved about it is it reminded me that when I step away, life goes on. When I step out of my life, life carries on. Nothing stopped, just kept going. And the machines were evidence of that. And so just know that as scary as it can feel to step out of your life, as scary as it can feel, it's like, what's going to happen? Life's going to fall apart without me. Guess what? Chances are they'll figure it out. Chances are life will go on, because what is true and what has always been is life continues no matter what. We see it every day. People die, people pass, people get fired, jobs are lost, and yet things continue. Life itself will continue. We are very important in the fabric of life. And sometimes this idea of our grand importance is actually we're not that important, and that it is okay to step out and have that grand pattern interrupt. So take a breath, take a leap of faith, give yourself space to help yourself reset so that you can come back refreshed, renewed, and ready to set about what it is you're here to do, beloved. Because I guarantee you, great things are here to move through you and as you. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some space today. Take care.